TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Wednesday, which means it's time for a Hidden Gems. Now, this is the newest series of videos on Magic TV, and thank you for everybody that's been watching them and saying really nice things. So what is Hidden Gems? Basically, it's my chance to draw to your attention a trick or a routine out of a book or a routine out of a online lecture that has kind of gone under the radar, or it's so old that people don't know about it, and bring it back to your attention. Because as a community, we always look for the latest and greatest thing, but sometimes if you look into the past and you look at some of the stuff that came out years ago, that can be just as good, if not better, than the newest trick that's only recently come out. And today I'm going to be talking about something that, to be honest, I never thought I'd be doing this on the Hidden Gems. Since I've started this Hidden Gem series, I've been asking magicians, hey, have you heard of this trick? Have you heard of this trick? What do you know about this lecture? Just doing some research to find out what's the best thing to kind of showcase to you guys. And I was amazed that not a lot of people know of or are aware of Dan Hauss's Lit. Now, this was a huge trick when it came out, and then also when it got re-released. And it's still available from Theory 11 and from all good dealers, but a lot of people don't know about this. I've spoken to a lot of people that are new into magic and are like, what's Lit? I've never heard of it before. And for me, this is one of my favorite routines. This is something that I've been doing at gigs for a very long time, and it always gets a killer reaction. It's one of those really awesome routines. It reminds me a little bit of Look Sharp by Wayne Goodman. If you know Look Sharp, it's where they're holding a Sharpie marker the entire time, and then when they look back at the Sharpie marker, it's turned into a card. Well, this is kind of a similar thing with a book of matches. So what it is it's a book of matches, and you start off by doing whatever tricks with the matchbook that you want to. Once you've done X amount of tricks with the matchbook, you then go into one final thing where they hold onto the matchbook. You have somebody pick a card. Once they've picked the card, then very, very simply, you say you're going to find it. They look at the matchbook that they've been holding the whole time, and it's actually the card that they picked. It's a killer routine. Now, I performed this on Luke, so I'm going to give you a quick look at the performance that I did to Luke just a few minutes ago, so you can see exactly how it looks, and I'll talk about why you need to add this to your repertoire. Okay, so me and Luke are going to do a trick, and it uses this, a book of matches. Okay. Would you like to see a good trick or a miracle? It's your choice.
A miracle.
Okay, so how many matches? You can count them, you can come close if you want to, Jack. How many matches are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18?
18 matches?
18?
Is that about 18? Yeah, I don't know myself. So 18 matches. I'm going to take one of them off, okay?
Yeah.
And here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to close up the matchbook like this, okay?
Yeah.
And we're just going to light this match.
Okay.
Just like this. Mm-hmm. Hold on to the matchbook for me for a minute, between your thumb and your forefinger. Watch this. Because you said you wanted to see a miracle, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that with this match. Watch this. If I just take this burnt match and squeeze and snap, what happens is it vanishes. Now, how many matches did you say were there?
18.
I know you're not going to believe this, but I've put the match back in there. Seriously, open it up. Have a look. Because first of all, there's a burnt match in there now. But not only is there a burnt match in there, count them, because there should be 18.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 18, yeah.
How good's that? Well, that's pretty cool, right?
Have you done that?
Well, it's magic. But I'm going to go one step. Would you like me to go one step further?
Well, yeah.
Hold on to the matchbook again, except put your other hand on top this time so I can't get to it. I'm going to use a deck of cards. Okay, we're going to go one step further. Just give these cards a really quick shuffle. And you're going to pick one of these cards, all right? Okay. So I'm just going to riffle through the deck. Just say stop.
Stop.
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a look at the card so that nobody else sees it but you.
Yeah, sweet.
Have you got it?
Yep.
I'm going to leave it down in the middle. I'm going to give the cards one more shuffle. Lost. No one knows that card but you.
Yep.
I made the match go back into the matchbox. Mm-hmm. The matchbook. What about if I told you I could make your card go back into the matchbook?
No.
Come on.
Yeah, seriously. Would that be good?
Well, yeah. But you can't do that.
You know what? I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you something you've never seen before and you'll never see again. You've been holding that matchbook the entire time, right?
Yeah.
Lift your hand. Because now, what was the name of your card?
The Ace of Clubs.
Because now, all the matches have disappeared. And the reason all the matches have disappeared is because this matchbook has turned into
What the fuck?
your card. The ace of clubs.
Luke. Luke, what
That's good.
Right, so that is a performance of Lit by Dan Hauss. And as I say, it is available from Theory 11. This trick is absolutely amazing. If you don't do any tricks with matchbooks, there are hundreds of them out there. Jay Sankey is responsible for about 10 or 15 of them on his own. There's a lot of stuff you can do with matchbooks. And the thing is, matchbooks are still around. They're still just as popular now as they were back in the day. So it's an organic object that everybody is aware of. Even if they don't carry them around, everyone knows what a matchbook is. You can do a whole bunch of different routines with it. Dan on the download talks about a really simple routine you can do, which is what I performed to Luke, where the classic of Magic, where the match disappears and goes back into the matchbook. But then you go into this routine. Now, what you basically have here is a deck of cards, and so you can do this 52 times if you give it away as a souvenir, and I highly recommend giving them away as a souvenir. You don't have to, you could take it back and reuse it, but I think it's best as a souvenir, which means that you've got a full deck of cards that you can play this with. So if you're going out, maybe you're going to do 7 performances in one night at a restaurant, you prep it for 7 different performances. You get a deck of cards, and each card you prep, it takes about 10 seconds to prep each card. Once it's prepped, the card looks like Matchbox. Like the matchbook, and then you have it in your pocket and you're good to go. You use your normal deck of cards that you normally use. When you want to go into this routine, you do something with the matchbook, then you switch, you give it them. It's simple. It's a really simple trick, but damn, the reaction is really strong. When they open up their hand and you tell them that the card's going into the matchbook, and they're like, no, that's impossible, and then they realize that all the matches have disappeared and the matchbook has turned into their card. It's an incredible moment, and it's really clever routining by Dan, because they're used to the matchbook. You've done something with it already. They've touched it, they've felt it, they've examined it. Then you do this thing. It's got that sponge balls moment. I always talk about this sponge balls moment when you're performing magic. When, you know, they open up their hand, they're expecting something to be in there, and that object is either changed or multiplied or something's happened. It's a bit like my routine Keymaster. They open up their hand, they're expecting the key to have 1 hole, there's no holes, or 2 holes. It's a very, very similar thing to that, right? When they open up their hand, they're expecting the matchbooks to be normal. They've examined it, they've touched it, they've felt it, and when they look at it, it's not. It's completely changed. You've created an impossible object, which you can then give to them and they can keep forever. Now, there are ways that you can actually have this matchbook signed if you want to. So you can actually have the cards signed. But to be honest, I wouldn't bother. I've gone through various different ways of doing this, and I've tried various different ways over the years, because I have been performing this for a very long time. And I'll be honest with you, I always come back to doing the original basic method, because it is the simple, most direct way of actually performing this routine. The nice thing about this trick, it is super commercial. There's no angle issues to speak of. There's no table required. It's an instant reset. If you put it back in your pocket, you're instantly reset. If you give it away, all you have to do is just make sure you've got another matchbooks in your pocket that you're ready to go with. It's an instant reset. It's examinable before, it's examinable afterwards, and it's very different to any other card trick out there. So it's the perfect routine to include in a hidden gem series, especially as, and I'm really surprised by this, but a lot of magicians don't seem to do it. Now, I know that there's going to be people in the comments that are going to say, I've been doing this trick for ages, it's absolutely brilliant, I love this trick, I've been performing it for a very long time, and that's absolutely fine. But I wanted to draw attention to this routine for the people that haven't seen it and don't know it exists. Lit is one of the best, most commercial routines that you can do if you're a close-up performer, and I would highly recommend learning it. So there you go, guys, that is another Hidden Gems episode in the bag. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm going to be back with another Hidden Gems next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Also, don't forget, at 5 o'clock today, we uploaded the Craig and Ryland review show, so go and check that out if you haven't already seen it. And also, over on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and your favourite podcasting platform, at 9 o'clock today, the Craig Petty and Lloyd Barnes Magic Podcast went live, which is absolutely incredible. Check all of that out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back on Thursday at 9 o'clock with magic stuff. And please don't forget, set your calendar, set your reminders, 9 o'clock, not 9 o'clock, I don't know when, probably midnight, on the stroke of midnight, in a very good chance that on the stroke of midnight, Saturday, we are finally launching the net tricks. We're going to be talking more about it on the channel in the coming days, but it's coming, and it's coming soon. I can't wait you guys to see it. Guys, thanks very much for watching. I will be back again soon. Don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I'm going to be back soon. My name's Craig from Magic TV.